I'm going on live here in my group, Intuitive Angel Messages, through Facebook. If you care to join us, we love to go live at least once a week. But this week, I'm going live a little bit more. So if you haven't looked under events through the group, there is much more yet to come this weekend. And I highly recommend you click on events to see what's coming. Today I'm coming on live because the angels have asked me to, and they are talking about portals that are closing around the earth. And I said, is this just around the earth or is this also through the earth? And they said both. So that's all I know. That's it. So I said, okay, well, I'll go live and we'll talk about this. And the reason why they want me to go live is because they want to talk about how the closure of these portals is going to affect us here on Earth. Okay? So that's why I'm going live. If it's going to impact or affect us in any way, then this is what I'd like to do in bringing it to the forefront to talk about it so that everybody is aware and everyone knows. Hello, everybody. Woohoo! Now, if you guys haven't checked out my second YouTube channel, Lightworkers United, I'm going to put the link in the box below. And also, if you're watching this through YouTube, I'll pop the link up top. Yay! So I like to bring a lot of different Lightworkers content to the forefront. Akashic Records, Tarot, Oracle, psychic mediums, all sorts of different material is going to be rotating through Lightworkers United, and I highly recommend you subscribe and check it out. Okay, so today I'm going to see who's going to take the reins on this one as far as who would like to chat about this topic, and it's going to be Agnes. So the most important thing to do when you want to hear spirit is to what? If my mind is really busy and thinking and going and going and going, I'm probably not going to pick up on what is coming through. So their energy is all around you. You can pick up on your guardian angel's energy. You can pick up on your spirit guide's energy, your loved one's energy. Your loved ones might be a further distance away and they might be doing something or busy, but your guardian angels are always with you, no matter what. Right there, ready to chat with every second of every day. So if I want to hear who's going to take this, they already know I'm going live. They already know what I'm talking about. And they're just hanging out and waiting. And so then I just check in and I quiet my mind, tune out like we did in high school. And then I just let her pop a thought form in my mind. So I'll see and hear Agnes. I will be taking this, Agnes. So I know it's my female guardian angel, Agnes, who's going to take this. Okay, and she's all smiles. Okay, so I'm ready. We're going to be talking about this topic. Again, it is the closure of portals surrounding the earth and also going through the earth, and how is this going to impact or affect us? She says, first of all, welcome everyone. It is a pleasure to be able to converse through this dear one. She's calling me her beloved one. She wants each of you to know that you are each individually and uniquely a beloved one to so many others on the other side. Each of you and each of your unique spiritual teams that are with you. You are their beloved ones. Now she's smiling warmly. I don't just see her smiling warmly. I feel a warmth pool through me, and I want to just smile warmly. I'm picking up on her frequency, so it funnels through my body, and I'm actually feeling what she's feeling. But this has to be quiet long enough to pick up on this. Okay? She wants to talk about the future here on Earth. what is to come, and the changes that have been made most recently, and how this is going to impact and affect everyone, including the earth herself, in the future. Okay, so in many ways, certain ways, many things are going to become a lot easier in the future. Better. Easier on the earth herself, and for so many here upon her back. Okay. And they're elated and very happy about this. Everyone knows about what's going on here on the earth on the other side, and they're very happy about the changes that have been made and what is to come. So she wants to talk about, she wants to remind you that even when you're in the depths, even when you're dropping in frequency and you're feeling down and you feel like life is quite difficult or hard, she wants to remind you that you can, okay, she's switching up the words, that it is important to focus on the lighter aspects of your reality in order to open the gateway, open the doors to more high vibrational frequency to flood forth into your experience to assist you. If you are centrally focused and fixated on woe is me, life is hard, she goes, granted, guaranteed, you are creating more of that frequency in your experience. And they don't wish this for you. Even if you can snap yourself out of it for brief periods of time, this is highly recommended. And any difficulties, any difficult situations that you're having in your life, please, please, please hand them off to your divine teams so that they can step forth and assist you with what is transpiring in your life to make things easier and better for you. Okay, so she wants to talk about what's happening. I see it around the planet and also crossing through the planet. And I'm seeing many, 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 many. I don't know how many portals are we looking at here? Hundreds? Thousands? Okay, so we're going to go with thousands. And and then, of course, new ones are opening up. New ones were opening up as well. So it was like a continuation, an increase over time. We believed in time. Okay? She's showing me like an image of these portals kind of snaking, like snaky looking, moving. She calls them parasitic. Huh. Parasitic, affecting the vibrational frequency of the planet herself and everyone who is here upon her back. Influencing and shifting, changing, affecting the planet and everyone here in a low vibrational way. Okay. She says that there's also many, many, many high vibrational portals in which many here on the other side traverse through to frequent or visit Earth on a steady, regular basis. You could liken this to like a light highway, but there's many of them. Light portal highway. Many of them. The low vibrational portals surrounding, encompassing, and traversing through the planet are now intentionally being closed by the light. You know when you suffocate something you take away its energy, you take away its air, you take away the ability to function properly. This is the first step of many steps to come here surrounding the planet and through the planet. She's smiling warmly again with more excitement this time, and just saying that this is a wonderful thing that is transpiring around and through the planet. With the, it's kind of like a cutting off or a suffocating, stopping, closing, not blocking, closing of these portals. These low vibrational portals, low vibrational energies, very easily able to come and go as they please. So what does this mean for the low vibrational frequency that has traversed through these portals on a regular, steady basis through the... She's talking about as if we have time, but like all through, okay, here on Earth, for long, if we want to say time. Been going on for a while and accumulating, and more we're opening. So now they're not. There's no new ones opening. No. And the ones that have been opened are being closed. So what does that mean for each of us? It's going to help lift and raise our vibrational frequencies, and greatly help the planet's frequency, and help her lift and raise and clear and shed more. Jeez. She just gave me a quick imagery, and I'm not going to say what I saw. So what does that mean for the low vibrational frequency that has been easily able to use these portals on a regular basis? So the low vibrational frequency that was capable of using these portals, so on this side of things, is still here on Earth, not easily able to escape or leave. Okay? And the low vibrational frequency that's on the other side of the portals in other dimensions, you could also say other realms, other areas, other locations. She's just listing these off as ways for us to understand. They will no longer be returning to Earth. And I hear them all like hooting and hollering, woo, like this. They're all like, many of them, the light is very happy and excited and hooting and hollering over here. I love it. Yeah. When you hear that, you know things are really good. Okay? Okay. So this is a very good time here on Earth. And we are excited and elated. This is one of the really wonderful good things that is transpiring now, and how it's going to affect us moving forward through the future here on Earth. So this is one of those things that's going to open up the door to so much more light and help us expand our own light. Okay, she's now ready to go ahead and take some of your questions. Anybody that has questions about this topic, feel free to ask away. I'm sure each of you are very curious. I can't wait to see your questions, because I'm like, what? Kind of still a little bit dumbfounded. Dumbfounded a little bit by all of this. So feel free to ask away, and I'm going to ask one question while I'm waiting for you guys to ask your questions. And my question is, now that these changes have been made, what is the next steps for the light, for the high vibrational frequencies transpiring on Earth? Like, what's the next step for, the angels, Jesus, Christ consciousness, whatever you want to say, here on earth, sending more light to the earth. I see them standing and holding their hands up and just sending incredible amounts of white light through their hands and permeating the planet. Not even just for each of us around the planet, but through the planet, helping to heal the earth and everyone upon her back. So that's the goal of the light at this time, is to send more light to help further heal. She's using the word fraction or fractal, fragmented. Much has been fragmented, and some of it is purposeful and meant to transpire in this direction for individuals in their relationships, friendships, family members. Changes upon the earth, closure of some companies, businesses, but some of these fractals or these separations are going to be repaired. If they're meant to be repaired, they will be repaired naturally on their own. But if they don't naturally repair on their own or get better on their own, then they're not meant to get better and they're not meant to be repaired. That's really important for you to know. This isn't something we're like, okay, right now I know this is happening and I'm going to try and move mountains and make things happen. Why isn't it happening? If it doesn't happen naturally on its own, then it's not meant to happen. Okay, that's a lot, isn't it? So what was the purpose of the previously open portals that were low vibrational? It's low vibrational energy running amok on Earth, taking advantage. She says even more than just taking advantage. Okay? So she would say taking advantage, but even more than that. She's talking about this is one of the first big steps from the cleanup crew that is here, helping to heal and lift and raise the vibrational frequency here. She's showing me Jesus as being one of these individuals here to help do this. But there's so many others. So many others. And this doesn't fall into faith or religion, she says. This is just the energies that are here to help humanity. Okay? Any other purposes? No. She's talking about assisting with contrast, and through contrast comes great growth. So when a soul incarnates here on Earth, there is more fragmentation, there is more contrast. So there is exponential growth within one lifetime. Whereas you could incarnate somewhere else on another planet, and there wouldn't be the same kind of growth that you're going to get here on Earth. And you may not get as much growth as you would on Earth. Brave souls come here. Also souls that preferably have had experiences incarnating in other vessels on other planets first and then coming to Earth. Okay, thank you. Ooh, great question. Have any new portals opened up that we should know about? And we're even looking about Mary's Peak in Oregon. I don't know where Mary's Peak is, but I'm seeing a lot of trees. Obviously, I'm sure that it is that way, but this is what I'm seeing. I'm gonna have to look this up online after to compare what I'm being shown. Okay. They're showing me Mary's Peak. And I see this huge, huge light tunnel straight over top. I mean, it's wide. It's not like a little beam of light. Is like, if I were to look at it, it's like big. Mount Shasta is another location like this. I just got that. They just told me that. And many other locations on the planet. They're talking about she's talking about, so much getting put in. And I can feel it come in right here, like a real pulsating in the back of my head. There's a lot of souls that are choosing to stay here, or they still think they're alive, and they're just going about their day-to-day routine, not realizing that they crossed over. Or they're stuck here. There's many different reasons, I guess, why a soul would be here. And so some of them are in the forest in this location, hence why the large beam of light is there, in order to transmute any stuck energy or any residual energy. I'm not getting low vibrational energy. I'm getting stuck or residual, kind of stuck energy there. Well, they call it stuck. Some of them are enjoying themselves, just carrying on. That's what I'll tell you, you guys heard me talk about this. I went for a hike around a lake in the forest with my friend, and we knew when we walked up on this scene, both of us, and there was like 15 Native Americans staring at us like this. And I was like, and I tried talking to them. I knew they could hear me. You don't have to talk to them. You just think a thought. And they were looking at me, and I said, I don't know if they know English, but Archangel Michael stepped up. He came right out behind me, and I was like, oh boy. And then he waved his arm and said, disperse. Like, leave. You mess with her, you mess with me. Right? Some of the benefits of calling Archangel Michael to come live in your home. Highly recommend you do, because he'll be with you for the rest of your life. You want him in your workplace? Ask him to do that. Highly recommend you do. So there I am in the middle of the woods having a pleasant hike, and I'm in front of 15 Native Americans. Not only that, but it felt like there were other energies there. I don't know if this is like Sasquatch or Bigfoot, but a few of those. I didn't really hone in on it. I was more concerned about the other energies that were in front of me. And then I was asked to keep walking, and a couple of them followed us. So would I say that that's super low vibrational? They're not interested in white people, maybe, back in those days. Maybe they're not even used to seeing maybe they're just like, oh, they knew that they knew that I was going to be able to converse with them. They knew I was coming. They saw me coming. So they saw me, right? I don't know the answer, but they weren't eager to talk to me or be happy to talk to me. So I don't know if you want to call that residual or stuck. I don't believe those energies were residual. I think that they were just carrying on, living their lives like they always had. When you're in the beautiful forest, living this kind of lifestyle, and then it's your time to cross over, why would you cross over? Because to you, that would be like heaven. There's a thought. So as far as any new portals opening up on Earth, many. And they're not little portals like these low vibrational portals they just closed up that are kind of snaky and like thinner. These are big portals of light, and I see them much wider. Picture that with the low vibrational portals closed up, if we were to say, a comparison, and then now we're looking at this. And big white portals, white light emanating through them. Many are going to be opening. And they've already scheduled or set out certain locations and areas for these portals to open globally. And some of the portals that are already open with a lot of light coming through, they're going to expand them and pull more light through them. Some of them can take that extra light, so they will do that through those portals. I see Mount Shasta as being one of those. Can you imagine going to Mount Shasta with more energy there? Okay. Okay, so we answer that question. The angels are always with you. There's never a time Agnes is not with me. Ever. Whether I'm in a body or out of a body. Anytime, anywhere. She's not breathing down my neck while I'm on the toilet, but she's like in the next room. So private moments, they're not staring at you, but they're right in the next room. You don't like something, you're not happy with something, you know who to talk to about it to help you. And I highly suggest you do. They're not going to take offense if you get pissed off or swear or you're getting more abrupt with them, because there are some moments where life can get hard and heated. You want to tell them. You want to talk with them. They don't get upset or hurt. They go, good, she got it up and out of her. So now we're going to transmute that into the light. And now we're going to step forward and help her. Because we're in a free will zone. Until you ask, they're just waiting. I've literally had readings where the angels are doing this. I say to the person, you're not talking to your team. No. Well, your team is waiting patiently for you to start talking to them. All right. Yeah. Deborah, good memory. Is that why I channeled previously that September is going to be more high energy? Because I know that you were talking about another ascension wave coming in. I didn't sleep more than 5 hours last night. I was like wide awake. Incoming energy last night. So, fingers crossed tonight, but I'll be having a nap today, because if I can't sleep tonight, then I'm going to have to sleep during the daytime. They love to get us at nighttime when we're more relaxed and rested, is prime time, and the whole planet gets it. Part of the reason, yes. Part of the reason. She's smiling. Part of the reason, yes. Are more individuals going to be aware of the light beings assisting us in the future? And will they be able to be seen to humans by their physical eye? More felt. It'll be a strong, overwhelming sensation or feeling that comes and washes over you. You might feel the need to break down and cry. Expansion of the vibrational frequency of the energies that are already with you. So what happens is they just open their energy up right in front of you, and you're like, holy Hannah, something's in the room with me, and it's overwhelming. It can make you cry. It can make you just be stunned. The amount of love that they have for us. There's a reason why the angels aren't fully open in front of us, because we wouldn't be able to handle it. But moving forward, there will be more expansion of their light. New energies, new light-filled energies are coming to assist us, to be with us, individually on our teams, and also to assist the planet herself and the animals upon the back of the earth. I even see more energies coming and assisting nature, trees, earth, flowers, It's a softer energy, though, this, for the nature. So yes, we will notice. Some are not going to be interested in this path, and that's okay. They're still going to have shifts, big shifts in their lives, but it won't be the same as the growing collective number of individuals awakening on the planet. Awesome. Another reason why many are not going to see with the physical eye yet, this is what she's saying, yet, is because it would be too traumatic for them. And then they would likely shut down or be institutionalized because they won't understand what's going on, and then they'll reach out for help. She's talking about Lorna Byrne from Ireland. If you guys haven't read her book, Angels in My Hair, I highly recommend you do. And Lorna was told, shh, don't tell anybody that you can see us and experience us because you will be institutionalized. She already had learning difficulties growing up. She was called retarded. So to add this on top of everything else would not have been good for Lorna. And she's trying to use this as an example of why it's the same reason, she says, why we don't have UFOs landing right in front of large portions of the population in broad daylight, because the masses are not yet ready to handle it. But there is a growing number of individuals on the planet that are becoming more and more open. Their path is going to be significantly different than the collective's path moving forward. And I feel like she's looking right at you, Jennifer. And she's doing a wink, wink, like that's you and your path is going to be a lot different. Okay. We can resist things or turn our back to things, but energy doesn't stop trying to get us to move in a certain direction in which we agreed upon and signed up to before incarnating here. So they're not going to stop with you. Yay, 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 Ashley. As a light worker, is it our job to anchor the energy in our location? It'll happen naturally and gradually. It's just, she calls it auto-tuning. It's just going to auto-tune naturally and gradually through you. It's not, we can try and lift our frequency. We can try and eat more high vibrational foods. What happens over time as you have more and more light anchor through your vessel and impacting everything and everyone in your location is you can't eat the low vibrational foods anymore. You can't hang out with the drama-filled low vibrational people anymore. So it's going to be on auto-tune for you. Isn't that rad? Are there souls whose first incarnations have been Earth? Whew. I've only seen one in the last 5 years. One. And let me tell you, he was having a hard time. Yep, hard time. Are there any souls that have had first? There are, but it is far and few between. Not many. And Spirit, your divine teams, do not recommend it. But some choose to step forward in order to learn through this vessel, through this plane of existence. They're curious. Their teams try to guide them elsewhere, to steer them in another direction, but they come forth anyways and try it out. Some make it the full duration and some do not. She's talking about walk-ins and walkouts. So that's an example of when another soul might walk in because this soul's like overwhelmed with the first time coming in. Maybe the first, let's be honest, first 10 times coming in. First 100. And so then they may choose to exit and another soul will come in and fill the body. Okay? I see souls I've only seen one person. He had Syrian lifetimes, Arcturian lifetimes, Andromedan lifetimes. So he had quite a few under his belt, and it was his first time on Earth. That was a jaw dropper for me because I've never seen that before. Have I ever seen a soul only incarnate on Earth, nowhere else? No way. Have you? Have you ever, are you aware of that? Only Earth? Ooh, I get a real tightness in my chest and my stomach, and I get nausea. I don't even think this is allowed, basically. Can you imagine being a soul used to that frequency on the other side, and then you're dropped off here? That would be so traumatic. It would be too much. I don't think that's happening. It's not that it hasn't happened. It's very select few. And Agnes says, I likely will never meet any of them in my lifetime. No. No. Yay, south of France. Dun, 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 dun. Love it. It's been a while, hasn't it? Is there a reason I'm going through such a hard time with my partner? Or is this my free will choice? Okay, Ashley, I'm taking questions about today's topic, but I'll tune in and see what your angels want to say briefly. They're soothing, letting me know everything's going to be all right. There's purpose to this. It's not just happening for no reason. I see things getting smoother, easier, better for you. They're showing me like a piece of toast. And you know when you smooth butter over the toast, it gets nice and smooth. They're showing me smoother, easier, better. They're not guaranteeing that this is something that will get easier together versus on your own. They're just telling you that things are going to get easier, smoother, and better in the near future. You know when you get done bucking the current, the constant difficulty of something, and it just gets to the point where you need to make changes. So you start making them, which allows things to get easier. It allows the light to permeate more. And that's when the smoother and easier part of things starts to happen with these shifts and changes. So in a lot of ways, it is your free will choosing. As it is all of ours right here on Earth in this free will zone. They're talking about you having expectations that someone might change, and they're preferring that you don't expect someone to change. All right, we're going to stay on topic now. As far as my mediumship courses that are coming up, I have the Mediumship for Beginners coming up October 15th until the 29th. And you guys can check that out at KristinDaviesMedium.com, and I'll also put that in the description box below. I am only going to be accepting US dollars for payment of that. You can do it through PayPal, which would convert it for you automatically, or with credit card. And I have spent, I think, just over 50 hours now revamping the course. So if you're retaking the course, go and have a look at the details through my website to see the times the lives will be happening, and also the changes in the details. And also there will be 4 quizzes to test you on the material that you've learned through the course as well, which is going to be great. There's a lot of the old material, but also a lot of new material. A lot of new material. And so, yeah, I'm really excited about it. So there's going to be card practice on the group wall. There's going to be practice with the medium teachers live or in the comments, whichever you prefer. You don't have to come live. And then there's going to be practice with other students through Messenger as well. Okay, so it's just a lot of practice, which is what is needed when learning mediumship. So many people have told me this, and I take it as the greatest compliment. They come into my courses and they're like, you taught me stuff I didn't even know I needed to know. You taught me stuff that helped further me. And the reason why that is because the angels are the ones essentially teaching this course through me. So the information that you're learning is coming straight from them. It's not coming from me. I have my stamp on it, but the main bulk of it is from them. They're giving you precise ways of communicating with them because they want to communicate with you bad. Let me tell you. They'd love to communicate with you. So what is being taught through this course, I think, is greatly different than what maybe others are teaching. And if you look at what others are teaching, you might look at the pre-recorded material. It's all recorded and you work at your own pace. But my course is much more interactive, and I love to go live and practice with the students for like 2 hours a go. So if you can't make it right in the beginning, don't worry, I'll be on there for a couple hours. And there's other medium teachers to assist. And yeah, it's life-changing, not only for the students, but also for me. Oh, yes. Let's see where we're going now. West Virginia. Love it. Whoop. Mm-hmm. If you have an issue in your life like that, Samantha, I want you to talk to the angels, and I want you to ask them to help you with this. They're going to help work with that person's angels, everybody's angels. Everybody's going to get help. The energy will shift and change. You'll notice outcomes that you haven't even imagined yet. That's the beautiful thing. Is like, you think you know it all? No. When you start working with them and asking them to help you, they make things happen in ways that you can't even imagine. Like, I mean, really different ways. And then sometimes I'll hear them chuckling because they know I'm like dumbfounded. How the heck did that happen? Okay. I'm going to try and keep on topic. With the incoming high vibrational portals expanding and also new ones coming and a lot of healing light permeating here on the planet, will this virus clear up with this light? Not for some time. I'm seeing 5 years. And I saw the same thing the other day when I asked her. So we're looking at 5 years down the road. Okay? So you're going to have to like sit with that, because that's what's going to happen. There's going to be flares or pockets that are going to be worse than others on the planet, where more people are going to have issues than other locations. But over time, it will start to get, they'll start to get a handle on it. And then there will be more smaller pockets in other locations on the planet. But overall, it will start to clear. But I see 5 years. And this virus is purposeful. And the variants are purposeful. And I know people don't want to hear that. But it's making a lot of shifts and changes on the planet. And they're all aware of it. And there's a reason why it's not just going to be completely cleaned up and cleared up overnight. Because if they wanted to do that, I know they could. But we're here in a free will zone, having a free will experience, and they're not going to supersede that. We are the ones that are learning and growing within this environment. Okay? Will people be able to travel through portals? They already do. They already do. Even more so as they open their senses and start to communicate with spirit, more so. She says, sure, yes. Oh, I love it. Okay, so you'll have to watch that from the beginning, Christine. This is a part of the new earth. Are walk-ins really common? Walk-ins? More than we realize. It's happening much more than we realize. Sometimes it's very noticeable. Holy cow, this person's totally different now. What has happened? Or, and other times it's not as noticeable. Just some interesting changes with that person, and that's different. She's talking about a lot of people, they're more centrally focused or focused on themselves, so in a lot of times they're not noticing changes with other people, or they kind of just shrug it off if they see changes. Okay. Okay, I'm going to take one more question. Yes, many, many people on the planet are earth angels. The angels call me an earth angel. So, what is an earth angel? Is it an actual angel? Anybody want to answer that? Is an earth angel an actual angel? What is an earth angel? What are walk-ins? You'll have to Google it and find out. Or someone in the comments will answer it. So earth angels are not angels. Hey, Dee! They are individuals that are helping others on the planet. And it's like, if somebody calls you an earth angel, or your angels call you an earth angel, it's like a huge compliment. Huge compliment. I see it as that. When they first called me that, I was like, am I an angel? And I'm like, I don't think I'm an angel. I don't feel like I'm an angel. And they said, no, we're saying that you're very helpful with others. And if you're holding a lot of light and holding that space and you're very high vibrational, then yeah, helping hold the high vibrational frequency to humanity, then you're an earth angel. Some earth angels are, a lot of them I think are blue light colors. I'm an indigo. But a lot of them may feel this draw to go for a lighter hair color. I've noticed that. Always a listening ear, always helping, always helpful. Okay? And I think the one thing advice I would give to somebody that would be considered an earth angel is just make sure you don't allow other people to walk all over you like a doormat. That's really important. Hold the light, be there for others at your choosing. If you have the energy, if you have the time, then be there for others. But if you feel like you don't, or you're feeling tired, or your mind is preoccupied on something else, then, you know, make sure you are taken care of first. Okay? Can't give from an empty cup, right? All right, any last words about portals? This is a time of elation, a wonderful time. We are all elated and happy with these changes transpiring on the planet. Thank you, dear ones. She's doing this. Thank you, dear ones. She says, my name is Agnes, Kristin's guardian angel. Have a wonderful day. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.